Welcome back to the Tool Crib. Today we're going to be looking at a key organizer from a company called Clips. Now, lately I've been getting inundated with a lot of different companies that have contacted me to see if I'd be willing to feature their products on my channel. And to be honest with you, a vast number of them I've just flatly refused to because, first of all, a lot of them were things that I just didn't think I would ever use. And so if I wouldn't use it, I'm not going to put it on the channel. And then some of them, I kind of was familiar with the quality of their product, and I just didn't think it was worth it. If it's not something that I would recommend, then I don't even want it on the channel. But I've never tried a key organizer. I've always wanted to, but for whatever reason, I haven't. So when the owner of Clips got a hold of me, I said, sure. I've always wanted to try one, so we'll give it a shot and see what it's all about. So this particular organizer, on the box it says it organizes up to 28 keys. And I'll leave some links below that they provided to their Amazon store if you're interested in this product. But let's get into it and see what it's all about. All right, let's get the box opened up here. And we'll got our instruction manual. We'll read that in just a minute. And we've got a bag that looks like several different stud posts and washers that go in between, as well as a little carabiner there that goes with this thing too. And then we have a little tube here. That's kind of nice. Decent threads on there. Feels like aluminum. I don't know for sure. And has a rubber O-ring seal there. I could find a lot of different uses for that little thing. That thing seals up pretty nice. It seats pretty well too, so it's not like it's unlikely to just come unscrewed just being in your pocket. And then finally, let's set this to the side. We have the key organizer itself. They got something in here. What is, little bottle opener that you can add to it if you want to as well. So it looks like the scales on here are carbon fiber. It's actually pretty nice. And then our adjustment screw. So let's go through the instructions. I'll read through those and we'll start. I got a set of keys that I want to try this out on. These are my work keys. And a lot of the keys that are on here are toolbox keys. I have about 6 or 7 different toolbox keys that this is kind of what I want to try it out on. Okay, so after going through this, it has a couple of cool things in here actually. So first, this one was the bottle cap lifter was already on there. It also comes with a little SIM card tool. And then it came with this piece that goes on your little carabiner ring, so you can have it to hold the key or to use it as a clip. Now, I don't know how well this is going to work because the keys that I want to put on here are master lock keys for master locks. And instead of having a hole centered like you would on a normal house key, they're kind of offset. So I think what I'm going to do, these two are the most important, and they're a little large. These are some of my heavier duty locks that go on trailers. And so I'm gonna put these 4 on one side, these 2 on the other side, and maybe put this one and this one as spacers in between. Now they have a selection of these little extension posts that you can screw on, and that's what we're gonna do here. Screw onto each of the studs that's already inset into the one side of the side that has the Clips logo on it. So you just take that, flip it upside down, and now we can add to them, as well as a variety of different spacers. So we're gonna see if this lands out right. We're gonna try one spacer, and then we'll put our keys in there, making sure to put a spacer in between each one. And then we might have to add a couple of spacers here on the end in order to make it seat correctly. Well, I don't know. I think this one actually is gonna seat right over the top. Yeah, that's gonna end up working out pretty well actually. And then we'll set our screw. We're gonna use our cadet here to tighten this down. We'll get this first side set, and then you can work the other side. So let me get this one tightened in. Might have to go a little bit tighter, and then we can rotate this out of the way, and then we can do the other side. So first, let's see, we'll put spacer, and then we'll set this key, and we'll use another spacer, and I think we'll go ahead and put that bottle cap lifter, which goes like that. Then the next one, And then our key ring, next spacer, and then this one. And we'll see if that's gonna, oh, another spacer. We'll see if that's gonna work. I actually might wanna leave that spacer off. We're a little bit different in the keys over here. Okay, so now we can take this little guy and screw this one down. Hopefully when we get everything set here, we can get the tension right on this thing and make it a viable option. I wish that these keys here were more centered instead of being offset like that, because it'd fit a lot better. It just depends on what type of keys that you have, I suppose. So that's still quite a bit loose. Maybe I need to go back in and add some more spacers to this side. I think I will. Let me add a couple spacers to each one of these sides so we can make that a little bit more snug. All right, I went back, put everything back together. I ended up having to add a couple of washers here on the outside, just because the post or the key stack that I had in there didn't quite reach the top. And so just to fill out that space, we had a couple spacers in there and put the screws back in. Everything tensioned in really nicely. I was kind of impressed how well these tensioned in. Now, if these keys had that hole in the center, I think this would ride a little better, but nonetheless, it's not too awful bad. It would center up a little bit better. It's just the style of key that I have. And so you got some extra parts left over too. There's plenty of washers, there's extra posts. You got the SIM card, which I didn't put in here. And I put in that little the little extension there that will allow me to use their little mini carabiner here. And then you got the bottle opener, and then the two keys, the larger keys that I was most concerned with, that these go to my trailers for their locks. They're a lot more robust locks. They fit in there pretty nicely as well. Now, these come in a variety of different colors, and they range from prices from from $20 to $23. So they have a black, red, blue, and white, and then they have a patriotic American flag themed carbon fiber scales for their organizer as well. And then this one is actually called the Cash Stash. So I tried it. I rolled up a $100 bill to see if it would seat in there. And this is a really good idea if they made it longer. It just doesn't quite fit, but you could, you know, they're about a ½ inch short there. Otherwise, you got to fold it up and then roll it. And I think it'd be better if they had it so it was the width of a US bill, where it would seat in there correctly. But I'll find other uses for this thing for sure. It's kind of a nice addition that they add on to, you know, with their product. So all in all, I rather kind of like this key organizer. I might try out some others in the future. This is the Clips key organizer. Holds up to, what did they say? 28 different keys. So I will leave the links to their Amazon store if you want to check them out. Again, in several different colors of the carbon fiber scales: blue, red, white, and patriotic. My name's Ben. You've been watching the Texas Tool Crib. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one.